Privilege. Intersectionality. In the past year, you've seen these concepts popping up all over the internet. But what do these concepts mean? How do they apply to things in the real world? Where does it all begin? Society. And by society, we mean people who live together, who follow similar rules and beliefs. The United States itself is one example of a society. Often a society may maintain the belief that some people are superior, better than others. For example, you'll find many societies tend to perpetuate the stereotype that men are superior, better than women. So what does that mean? It means that within that society, men can obtain more respect, rights, and income. Women tend to receive less. If some get more respect, rights, and more access to funds regardless of who they are, but because of a society's beliefs about people and their level or status, that's called privilege. The English word privilege derives from the words for private and law, implying that there's one law rule for one group and another law rule for another group where the other group receives noticeably less. It's vital to remember that people never come with a single identity. Internally, people can maintain a variety of identities. These identities lie along the intersections, for example, of race, religion, income, culture, even language. Taken as a whole, these and other intersections combine to form an identity. Suppose there were a society which tended to prefer males. Suppose the same society preferred blue people over purple people. Would this mean blue women were as privileged as purple men in this society? The example is silly. The point is that identity is complex, multi-layered. Where does privilege come from? History. Oppression in history is often the cause of privilege today. The famous public speaker and political writer named Sojourner Truth is a fantastic example. She was a woman who decided to participate in a women's rally. Truth wanted to be part of a discussion about women's rights. But when she arrived, she discovered a group whose discussion focused on the needs of white women. Black women weren't able to enter the discussion and share their own needs and concerns. White women were able to lead discussions, and this reflected they were preferred by society. This was an example of a private law where white women had different freedoms compared to black women. The end result of her experience was a powerful speech where Truth expressed a powerful message that she might be different, but ain't I a woman? Many people find intersectional philosophy very confusing. Some people think that identity should be simpler. Deaf people who have realized different identities often feel frustrated, wondering, must I lose my family? Must I give up my other identities? Do I have to choose between my deaf community or my Spanish community? An intersectional perspective provides reassurance, emphasizing that all intersections of identity are important. Many recently released films show historical examples of privilege, intersectionality, and the relationship between the two concepts, from the award-winning Selma to the film Iron-Jawed Angels, the film Philadelphia, and the very recently released film Hidden Figures. I hope the message has been clear. Privilege refers to the various ways by which a society preferentially gives respect, rights, and various other benefits to different groups. How do we see this happen? For example, some societies give privileges to men but not women. The intersectional perspective holds the belief that each individual has a complex mix of privileges. Intersectionality has an impact on each one of us. The deaf community's great diversity is a beautiful thing. An intersectional perspective gives us tools to better understand each other, to live together better. On a societal level, the concepts of intersectionality and privilege help us keep our communities and ourselves inclusive and remind us to consider various perspectives. So, inside your societies, who has privilege? Which groups have more privilege than others? How do you see privilege impact people intersectionally? What are the aspects of your intersectional identity? I don't want to preach and tell you what I think. In this video, I've explained the concepts of privilege and intersectionality. Now it's your turn and your responsibility to consider, unpack, internalize, and understand. The concepts of privilege and intersectionality will help you better understand the world. Once you understand the world, you can work to change it, to improve it, and to help it rise.